Jonathan Majors and Megan Good is engaged to get married. Um, this was their sentiment. I'll try to fast forward into a specific part.
It's just absolutely stunning, and I fell in love with it. And I was like, all right, we've been putting in all this work in the gym. Let's go. So, you know what I'm saying? Jay's been training me. I don't know. Oh, there you go, baby. He's been training me. Yeah. And we got a little something coming for the folks that have been asking how we got here. How we, Top of the year, we'll reveal the surprise, but we've been working hard, and it's been transformative for us in every single way. I'm 43 and I've never looked this good in my life. So
And I've been following your career. You look amazing, but you stunned the whole crowd. Girl, put that ring on. Let me see that ring. You stunned. Is there a little news?
What you mean?
Jaka, see, I need some pointers. How did you do this proposal? Was you old school, like romantic, or did you kind of come out the box? How did you do the proposal, man?
She's a whore.
She's coming to you.
You gotta be original. Yeah, do it your way.
Yeah,
do it your way.
Yeah.
And I mean, how'd you know he was the one?
I just knew. It's a crazy thing, but I knew in my spirit. I was like, okay, this the one. So yeah.
With that being said, no, I'm not doing that, Quinton. Nope, I'm not doing it.
So this is a rundown of every celebrity she's been with since 2002. Jamie Foxx, Nick Cannon, Thomas Jones, he's a football player. Devin Franklin, that's the husband.
Oh wait, before you say it, is it possible that a person that dated somebody, are we automatically assuming that she slept with every single person that's on this list?
Yes, 50 Cent, she got Tyrese on her, Lil Wayne. Nigga, what? These dudes ain't dealing with her and not clapping cheeks. Come on now. So bare minimum, her body count is fucking 10 right here just from this post alone. That's outside of like regular niggas that be smashing that she got an NDA and say don't tell nobody.
So Quentin, is it fair to say that you're not happy for them?
I don't care, but she just is another nigga. Give him about 5. Well, I go about 4 years before Shade Room talking about there's trouble or they smoke in the city.
So you anticipate them actually after about 4 or 5 years breaking up?
Yes, of course.
Why do you say of course? Okay, I'm thinking Carrie maybe have a different perspective. Carrie, how do you feel about this?
I kind of don't care either. But I'm always happy for people who seem to find love. So if they're happy, good for them. I don't know that I think they would get a divorce after 5 years per se. He might be more up her alley. I didn't think that
Because he's a bitch.
what's his name,
He's a bitch
Devin?
compared to all the other dudes.
Huh?
He's less masculine compared to all the other dudes on that list I just named.
Well, I wouldn't say he's less masculine, but I didn't completely buy into the what would you call it? Like the Christian thing. I don't want to say she's not spiritual, but I think Devin was a little too churchy for her. This one makes a little bit more sense. She seems like she could still kind of be herself. So, I don't know, we'll see.
He gonna let her too, nigga. She gonna be like, look, nigga, you want this
They talk
pussy, you
about
better
this.
act right.
Listen, I'm gonna play the rest of the interview. Check this out.
I don't know if you even knew this. When you was posing for pictures, she was staring at you like this. I don't know if you saw it because you was posing for pictures.
You are funny. Yeah. So anyway.
Are you speechless tonight, Jonathan? Is that what is going on?
Man, I guess a little bashful. Yeah, I'm just so happy, man. You know, everything is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. It's crazy. Yeah.
It's a good time. God's good.
God is great.
Yeah.
So before you guys go to the Ebony Power 100, when was the last time you felt empowered, whether it be personally or professionally, in your lives?
Shoot, today we were watching.
This morning.
This morning we were watching Pastor
Darius
Daniels from Change Church,
Yeah.
and we was in there just crying, and it was powerful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There you go, Carrie.
They sound like they just got it in the car before they got there. It's cute though. Like they got good energy with each
She
other
was
right
on
now.
Club Shay Shay telling us how much that she just like put her toe in Christianity. Like I'm down for God, but like just a little bit. Like I'm not like that's what she was talking about on Club Shay Shay. So this whole God we listened to Pastor this morning is kind of weird.
Y'all think so?
Well, given what she said on Club Station, she's not like a full blown Christian. Like she's religious. You know, people that don't go to church, you know, fake Christians. I don't go every Sunday, but I'm religious. You know, I pick and choose different parts of the Bible and whence I want to live my life by. I'm gay, but I'm the pastor.
I think
I'm gonna smash my girlfriend on Saturday night, and we gonna go to church in the morning.
I think she came at the perfect time for him, and he honoring that. So I think it worked out for both of them. Like he was going through a serious crisis, and she came and and she took him at the right time. And I'm not knocking it. I'm not celebrating whatever happened, with him and that, before that. But she got them together. She picked them up. Most women they not gonna take you when you down bad. Most women not gonna take you in. So I mean, I guess he honoring that. That's all I could see. It looked like they happy together. That's a good thing. That's a win.
I tend to agree with Slimmy. I kind of look at it as a good thing. Rita think he weird.
I do too. Rita, high five, Rita. We on the same page.
Rita tends to look at him as a little bit weird. I just look at it.
He spotted her wrong, nigga. She's a buzz down, nigga.
No, God.
You gotta realize, like
At
at any point in time, Jonathan Majors can take his soon-to-be wife, to an event and see 10 niggas that already smashed.
You could do that with any
Just
woman.
saying. That's not true.
You can do that
that's
with
not
any
true.
woman.
Nigga, that's not true, nigga. No one knows my baby mama. They're like, who the fuck is this? You know what I mean? If she goes somewhere, everyone knows who she is, and she's like, I busted that down. And he knows they busted it down. Nigga, this ain't the same as normal Joe Blow nigga that live across the damn county from me, nigga, and you take her somewhere, nigga. These niggas is all in the same space, all smash your chick.
So you wouldn't go ahead, Carrie.
No, I was just gonna say, but she's not the only one in that space that may be
she's the one
floating
we're talking
around
about
like
tonight,
that.
though.
So
I don't know what's the point.
no, I'm just saying. So
Bring up another one. We
as
can run down the list. These are the bitches you don't marry because 10 of the niggas in this space did that already.
Well, or it
Kim
dilutes
Kardashian
it and people
Kim Kardashian doesn't need to
or it
marry anyone in
dilutes it
Hollywood.
and or it dilutes it and people care less in the industry of who you might have slept with before.
Or you're a whore and you need to value your vagina.
No,
more.
I'm not. I mean, by definition of what you may call a whore, she might still be one, but it doesn't mean that people are treating her as such. And like I'm saying, there's other people who have her numbers from the industry, I'm sure. So it's not like she's the unique woman who's walking in that everybody knows somebody slept with.
Like when I went to our high school reunion and I saw wives that we smashed in high school, and now you got 3 kids with this hoe. She used to give me head in the back of the car, nigga, after basketball practice. Here you are holding her hand and shit.
What does that matter though? What does that matter if she make that man happy? What does it matter? If she make the man happy?
I'm not really down for making people happy. That's not really what I think. I'm happy outside of people. You can add to it, but no one makes me happy.
Is she doing right by her husband?
That's a girl talking point. Happiness isn't something that's sustainable. Happiness descends upon you and it goes away. It's a fleeting emotion. It's not constant.
If she doing right by her husband, so let's cut the happiness shit since you don't want to use that term. If she's doing right by her husband,
you lost the term, so you have to throw it out because I just bodied you about what happiness is.
No, you didn't body shit. Stop doing that, man. You're not bodying.
Why you cussing? Bro. Why you cussing?
Have a regular conversation, man.
You gonna cuss and go to church on Sunday? Why you cussing?
Quinton, just have a regular conversation. If she's doing right by her husband, what does it matter to anybody else?
Because she's done right by multiple men until she's done. Then you just go to the next
You
person.
got it.
If you have anything with the Bible, the way she's moving in life is incorrect.
I'm
You can't
happy
just.
for him. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, man. I'm
Well, I'm
glad.
not.
I'm
I'm
glad.
not.
Hey,
I'm not.
look.
I'm not. I'm glad that I'm
Hey,
not
look.
adding to this echo chamber tonight. And fuck this hoe.
I am happy for them, and I don't know. Maybe I'm turning into a softie, but I don't think that they doing nothing wrong, and I want to see strong, happy families, and I want to see people get married, and hopefully they build on something positive. And as weird as he is, maybe she weirder.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this, nigga. We going, nigga. Lord's willing, and the sun rise and the creek don't shine or whatever, nigga. 2 years from now, we're gonna be like, do we all owe Quinton an apology? Making good and Jonathan Majors
What
getting
is
a
you doing? Why
divorce.
is you touching my head, acting like I'm sick?
Making
Cause
sure
you
you
promoting
okay.
this shit. You is sick. Man.
What do you mean making sure I'm sick? Because I want to see people. That's the thing that I advocate for the most. I advocate for people to ultimately get married and be in a good space and all of that.
This is
How am
just
I?
like the Mike Tyson fight. All the niggas in the chat, the nostalgia of who Megan Good is what all you niggas is
You was
hanging on to.
completely. You was wrong about that too. That fight was fixed. You was wrong
I'm
Why
about
Okay,
that.
can't they just
okay.
be like why can't you see
This
two
the thing.
people who look like they enjoy one another and you're like, okay, that's cool. Like
Because we see that
nobody
all the
is
time on
vested.
Hollywood, and then
No,
next thing you know, they're
well,
divorced.
no,
Man, look,
I don't
look,
think
look.
this is
This
unique.
the
I don't think
problem.
this is unique to Hollywood. It's just Anton used them as an example. You could bring up any couple, and I would like to think that if they look like they're happy, they're saying they're engaged. Like, why isn't the default to be like, okay, I'm happy for y'all? Why is
Because
the
she got
default
busted
like
down
come back in
by
two
10 of your
years
colleagues.
and watch you gonna see they
I'm
gonna
not
be
gonna go to work
divorced
and marry
and
a girl who 10 of my niggas at work already
Listen,
busted down.
listen. This the thing, man.
Quentin.
We sit up here. This woman picked this man up when he was at his lowest point. We sit up on these panels and we talk about the war between black men and black women all day. And then when one actually does right by a black man, now it's just like, oh, she a hoe, so it don't count,
She didn't do right
so
by
it
a
don't
black
read.
man. She's fighting against the ops. He was taken to court by a white chick, so she was like, let me be his black woman savior and pick him up.
So you gonna repeat what I said and then just word it differently. Okay. I said she
It
picked
was
him up.
against the ops. It
Quit,
wasn't for
quit.
him. It was
Just
against
stop.
white
Just
women.
stop. Stop.
It
Stop,
was against
man.
white
Stop,
women. It
man.
wasn't for
You
him.
looking bad. You
He was a
looking bad, man.
byproduct of her trying
Quinn,
to
You
you
looking
buy
gotta
a
you
bad.
white
gotta let
woman.
people make their point too, bro. You gotta let them finish.
You
Go ahead.
looking bad, man.
I don't
Go
look anything.
You
go
looking
ahead,
bad, man.
Sonny. Go ahead, Sonny.
You
No, because
literally
I'm gonna
just
log off when I
repeated what
don't.
I
When I
said.
log off, I don't
We
care.
sit up, we sit up on these panels and we talk about the controversy between black people. Then when you get a situation where a black woman actually uplifted a black man, did right by him, and then put him back in a position when the whole world was trying to tear him down. What? And you still
He
trying to call her a hoe?
did he do something wrong?
Now, all right, so let me pose it to you like this, Quentin. Let's say, for example, it's a woman that you bust down, or a chick that you had relations with at some point in your life, right? And then y'all move along or whatever, and then she wound up finding a person that she loved, and then she wound up getting married as a result of it. Do you hold that over her head?
Come again. Say that one more time. I was
No,
reading the chat. My bad.
no, no. Let's see. Let's say you find a woman that you wind up having relations with, and y'all had a good time, but she wasn't this. Y'all wasn't necessarily, seeing something long term. It's not that y'all ended things on a bad note. Y'all wasn't didn't think that y'all was compatible, but y'all had a good time. She winds up
Mm-hmm.
moving on, and she winds up finding a husband, and she gets married or whatever, so on and so forth. Do you hold that over her?
No.
So why hold
This
it?
is this is more about her
Hold on,
and
hold on.
her.
Hold on. So why hold it over Megan Good? And what you saying could absolutely be true. She could have been for the streets and all of that. I don't disagree with you. But what I'm saying is, why do we look at their situation and say, well, it's a negative situation for them to get married but we not holding that same standard. I think that we do that to celebrities, but we don't necessarily apply that to our own life. Because if it's a girl that I had been in a situationship with at some point, and then I wound up running into her 20 years later, and she married and stuff. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't look at her and be like, "Yeah, I used to bust that down." I think that once you get past a certain age or you get past a certain level of maturity, you don't think about the fact that you bust her down at all. Because when you in a good space and then you see other people in a good space, you just like it's not even a thing. You just don't think about it. It's just like, oh man, I'm so happy for you. I'm glad that you're in a good space. That's how I see people in general. Like when I see people do well, and this is just me. This is just my personal opinion. When I see people do well, let's say for example, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not even just with relationships. That's people in the past or whatever. Like if I seen a guy, I had ran into a guy that I had got into it like 15 years ago. And I ran into it and we was just chopping it up in front of a corner store because we just ran into each other. It's like, oh, Anton, what's up? We didn't go back to the thing that we had beefed over 15 years ago. It was just like, oh man, I'm so happy for you, bro. Dog, I knew you was gonna get it and stuff. He was happy for me, I was happy for him. We went our separate ways, you know, and it ain't like we exchanged information or anything like that. But it was just like, hey man, I'm glad that you're doing well. I just want, you know, I don't want no problems with people. So that's kind of the way I tend to look at things. I think that I call when I react to stuff, I'm reacting to things that people are saying and volunteering information. If a chick get online and she say, "Yeah, you know, I'm a hoe" and stuff like that, I'm gonna call it out and I'm gonna say, "Hey, man, you probably shouldn't marry that one because she putting herself out there and this is what's wrong with her." But if I see people that evolve and make a change, because I think that that's the one thing that we don't do is we don't give grace enough to say, okay, yep, you did this, but if you find a person as your equal, or you know, people look at him as weird, they look at her, oh, then they come together and they wind up becoming happy as a result of it. I'm gonna wish them the best until I see otherwise. I don't know. I guess I don't understand why people automatically go directly to the negative when they see somebody doing something well. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
I agree as
Uh,
well.
I don't agree. I think we talk about whores enough, and she's and her track record of being with all these men for however long, and then the pastor, she got up out of there. That was her longest relationship, and she couldn't stay with a pastor, and we just think this one's gonna work too. No, we could have this exact same conversation per dude that she was with until they broke up or until they got divorced. We could have this conversation, and there's 10 of them that we can have this conversation about. Is the problem, and they're all in the same space. It's
this
weird.
is pretty.
I'm
This is
sorry.
pretty shameful, Quinn. This is shameful.
I don't care. I don't care.
This is really
I
shameful.
think that I have a standard of what I would deal with, but it
You
doesn't
would
mean
not deal with
that.
you would not deal with this bitch.
Well, I'm not gonna call her a bitch because she's not
I'm
doing
sorry.
nothing.
You would not deal with this beautiful black woman.
I
She
agree.
bad.
I
She
wouldn't.
bad.
I agree. I wouldn't personally because I got a different standard for how I live my life.
Okay.
But it
Then I
doesn't mean
okay.
that I
I rock
wouldn't.
with you.
It doesn't mean that I wouldn't wish them well because his
Okay.
standards might be different from mine, even though I may
Because
advise.
so Anton's like, nigga, I'm the nigga. I'll let y'all deal with bitches like that. But that ain't me. I understand it because you a bitch ass nigga, so you got it, but I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, we all got preferences, right?
I got you. That makes sense.
Some people would deal with a girl with a heavier set girl. I'm not interested in a heavier set girl. However, why you laughing, Rita? But however, I'm not gonna say that they, you know, if they find themselves in a situation where they happy and they equally yoked, I wouldn't say I'm not gonna. Why would I have anything to say about that?
See, it's too much. It's too much of like what you would deal with. You can genuinely be happy for somebody, and it don't have a reflection in your life. Like I don't get it. Like it's people in the chat saying you wouldn't deal with that. So what? It don't mean you can't be happy for them.
I think that
I think
people.
that
Go ahead, Query.
no, I was just gonna say, I think that's because we've gotten to a space where everything is like filtered through how we think, how we would do, how we would be, how we like we are extremely self centered now more than ever, in my opinion. So I think it's harder for people to have an opinion on something else without filtering it through their lens and what they would do. So
People are so fucking stupid. This is so dumb.
what?
This dude said, "What if Jesus treats you like you treat Megan?" Nigga, it's Jesus. Fuck you mean? Like,
Well,
what kind of question is that?
I will say that I don't know, man. It's I think that on the internet our standards are too high. Because I will tell you that most of the people that I meet in regular life are normal people, but all of a sudden they get these high standards like they would never talk to Megan Good. I think that most people are cap. They cap as hell. And when everybody, no, she a hoe, nigga, you wouldn't say these people. Some of these people in the chat, stop, dog. You know what I'm saying? Most of us, 98, 99% of us are regular, everyday people. And we're looking for, and we would be happy to accept a regular, everyday person. But somehow, some way, our standards turn, and we only deal with tens and up. All of a sudden, when we get on the internet, that's cap. That is cap. I see dudes simp out for way less. Way less. I see dudes simp out for a regular ass chick, a below average chick that'll jump on a panel, and if she look halfway decent and put some makeup on, they be ready to crash out. Every day. Every day. Carrie get on here and say, yeah, I got a husband. And they be like, yeah, but Carrie, I'll drink your bath water. They do it every day. But then all of a sudden they got these high standards. Like, come on, man. Stop, bro. Stop. Stop. I'm just trying to figure out where's the gap between reality and this fantasy world that everybody is living in, acting like they got these high standards all of a sudden when they just regular everyday people. Half of these people, men and women, be happy for somebody to just look their way and give them a compliment. They be ready to drop their drawers right away.
That's
Then
the thing. That's another thing too. That's another thing too. Like it's a lot of people saying what they wouldn't talk to her. You can't get in the same room as her though. You can't get in the same room as her. So yeah, you would talk to her if you saw her in person. Yeah, the fuck you would. Most dudes would. So stop fucking lying. You're lying. You're fucking lying. If you ended up in the same space, you gonna shoot your shot at Megan Good. So stop fucking typing that bullshit in the chat. Cause you
Well,
fucking
that's not
lying.
that's well, they're not lying because most men
Niggas,
aren't going to
man,
approach a chick
stop,
like
man.
Megan
If
Good.
these niggas was
Most
in the same room
most
as
men won't
Megan
approach
Good,
a normal chick in the club, so they're definitely not approaching Megan Good. So you're absolutely wrong. Most men are scared to shoot their shot at women, so you're not right.
missing the point.
Let's assume that you're right about that, Quentin, because I do agree with you on that, right? Then that means that they capping on the internet, acting like they got these high standards when in reality they're intimidated by the very women that they're looking at.
I think most men would. Yeah, I think you got to be like a certain grade of nigga to approach a bitch like Megan Good.
Okay, so if that's the case, why everybody acting like they got these super high standards?
I don't. Mine is I wouldn't
Listen,
marry her.
I've seen
Mine
what
like
people
I'll
accept.
smash if she let me, but I ain't gonna marry her.
I've seen what people accept. I've seen it. I've coached it. I've seen it. I witness it all the time. All the time. And when I'm saying the standards, I'm not even talking about looks. I'm talking about past histories, all kind of stuff. Man, I just don't believe the majority of the people that be talking all of this talk. I'm just not going for it. I've seen it. I'm just not going for it. I see dudes pay to see chicks on the internet that's busting it down for a real one all the time, and then they send their whole paycheck over to her. They send they send cash apps to single baby mamas that be live streaming on YouTube all the time, and then they sit here and tell us about how they got these high standards. I'm just not going for it. I'm not going for it, bro. I see them send them to these chicks that know that they trash, and they be oh my god, here's $500. I've seen women expose men on the internet on a regular basis about what it is that they paying, and they taking money out of out of their kids' trust fund, and out of their kids' college fund in order to send it to these funky hoes. I'm just not going. I just don't believe most of these people that act like they got these high standards. Maybe I'm off, and so
No, you're not off. You're not off. It's just people not realistic. People not realistic. They able to type and talk, and they able to put on a show and a mask, and it's not really a reflection of who they really are. Because in real life, you probably are the simp, and you know I'm talking to you, nigga. I ain't gonna even say your name. You probably are a simp in real life. I ain't nobody ever called me no simp ever. What I'm saying is, and let me reiterate this, is that couple looks happy, and I'm not gonna let her past just skew my whole thoughts of, damn, she didn't just save a black man and make him look good and put him on a platform, put him back in the spotlight. I'm not going to negate all that because she dealt with 5, 10 different celebrities. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. This is the exact opposite of the things that we talk about that we say is the problem in the community. She did the exact opposite. And y'all motherfuckers want to ignore that shit and talk about people as simps because they're not going to acknowledge the bullshit and the negativity. Fuck out of here, man.
these niggas watch Fresh and Fit too much, bro.
Shit stupid as hell.
Seriously, bro. Did you see that? Nah, I ain't even gonna mention it. I ain't even gonna.
What's the 20? What's the end?
It's
What?
almost like they're perfect together. Like you're in trouble for allegedly putting your hands on a white woman. I'm a whore, so we deserve each other because both of our backgrounds are flawed. So it makes
No,
sense.
he didn't put his hand on a white
Oh, that
woman.
was
I'm not.
low. That was
No,
low.
I'm not going for it.